Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has unsurprisingly become a smash hit for the Nintendo Switch. A vast array of character and level selections have helped aid in its popularity, as these options span a wide array of beloved franchises from Legend of Zelda to Metal Gear Solid, but not all these characters are created equally, so today on Game Rant, let's look at 10 of the worst Smash Bros. Ultimate characters. Number 10, Isabelle. Animal Crossing might be a great series, but expecting one of its characters to make waves in Smash as a powerful fighter is just wishful thinking. This is why Isabelle suffers as a character. The fact that she's considered to be even worse than Villager, another character from Animal Crossing who isn't really a fan favorite, is worrying. She overall has a massive lack of kill potential with super low damage and mediocre range. Number 9, Robin. Robin comes in as yet another Fire Emblem character. Robin relies far too much on ranged attacks, and all of their up close and personal moves are weak and easily telegraphed. Robin is one such character that suffers as a result of an unimpressive moveset, coupled with the fact that other Fire Emblem characters are simply more enjoyable to play. Number 8, Ganondorf. Ganondorf is a great villain, no one can prove otherwise, but despite this, he is not the best character to use in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Ganondorf usually attacks with his sword, but he does not have a large variety of moves, which makes him vulnerable to a myriad of combos. His sword is also not that effective against more powerful opponents, making him a lackluster selection. Number 7, Donkey Kong. It's unfortunate that a promising heavyweight like Donkey Kong ended up being one of the worst characters in Smash Bros. His power might be serviceable, but the compromises made on safety make him a rather annoying character to play as. Players who decide to use DK need to get used to activating their special attacks wisely, as failing to do so leaves Donkey Kong open to getting smashed very easily, which is extremely frustrating. Number 6, Little Mac. Mike Tyson might want to make a new Punch-Out game, but it's no secret that Little Mac is one of the worst fighters in all of Smash. Little Mac is able to hold his own on the ground because it's pretty much all he can do, as his aerial fighting is atrocious. Little Mac is fun to play on a chill day of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, however, if players really want to get down and dirty, they should not select him. Number 5, Incinerar. Incinerar is one of the most disappointing characters to be introduced in Smash Ultimate. The wrestling Pokemon may pack a hype Alone and Whip with some other powerful throws, but what player can land them with that atrocious run speed? His massive size will leave players to getting juggled for days before his abysmal recovery lands them in the blast zone. Number 4, Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario may have made his return to the gaming world, but his appearance in Smash Ultimate leaves a lot to be desired. Once a fan favorite and even a tournament viable character in Smash Bros. Ultimate, Dr. Mario has fallen down to the point of being unviable in competitive play. Players will be frustrated with his poor recovery, finding themselves falling into the blast zones more often than making it back to the stage. Dr. Mario will more likely be the victim of the next epic combo video than performing one himself. All of this, comboed with his slow speeds, make him a frustrating character to use. Number 3, Ice Climbers. Oddly enough, there was a downgrade for the Ice Climbers between Smash Bros. Brawl and Ultimate. Unfortunately, this means that they are not a great character to fight with anymore, as their teamwork aspect has taken a huge nerf. For example, if one of them is attacking an opponent, the other one can't do anything. The Ice Climbers also provide barely any damage as a team, causing many to consider them a bad choice in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 2, King Dedede. The initial reception to King Dedede was quite positive. Most people considered him to be one of the better characters in Smash, and he became a rather popular choice during competitive play. However, over time, King Dedede's power was significantly nerfed in updates, and as a result, he turned into one of the worst characters in Smash that most players tend to avoid for the sake of their own sanity. Number 1, Piranha Plant. While it might be one of the most interesting characters in all of Smash, the Piranha Plant ultimately failed to capitalize on its own positive reception. Players pointed out several flaws that made this character rather frustrating to use in battle. From its limited mobility to the poor protection against combos, only the most expert players can utilize it to its full potential. However, reaching that level of expertise isn't really worth it for a character whose ceiling isn't all that high to begin with. So that was our list for the worst characters in Super Smash Bros. We hope you didn't hate it too much. And we'll see you in the next one.